Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Y'all, I don't know what is in the air, but it's going down this Sunday. That's all I can say. It is going down. It's like we are in the middle of, you know, an episode of, love and hip hop mixed with General Hospital right now, y'all. It's going down today. Okay, I kid you not. It's going down. Um, what I'm gonna say first is shout out to Jag, y'all. Okay, shout out to her son that just came forward and man, publicly spoke just like we expect him to do. Okay, he is just like his mama, y'all. They say that he has a special needs or something like that, but I don't see it, y'all. I'm telling you that this guy is very intelligent. He's smart. The perfect public speaker, y'all. Okay, and they didn't peed him off, y'all. That's what I see. They didn't peed him off, and they got that baby out here snapping, y'all. Okay, it's Sunday, y'all. It is Sunday, and it's a lot going on. I'm trying to get into. It's to saying what I gotta say, y'all. Okay, it's not a laughing matter because this is his family. He's going through some stuff, but at the same time, y'all, um, let's say shout out to DNA. Okay, y'all. That's like shout out to DNA. Okay, because you so proud of him, and it's her son. And at the same time, when you hear him speak, you're proud of him. And at the same time, he's peed off and he's cussing and everything, y'all. They got Jag's son out here cussing on a Sunday, y'all. Okay? Um, the devil is a lie, y'all. The devil is a lie. I want y'all to hear a little bit of this young man. And I got this off of Sean Davis' show. Okay? I think it's Sean Davis. Wait a minute, let me see the full name. Sean Davy Way Show. That's it, y'all. Davy Way Show. That's his name. Okay, y'all. The video is Jaguar Wright Son speaks out. He's snapping, y'all. I want y'all to just hear a little bit of it. And you can go to his page and listen to the rest of it, but I'll play a little bit.
I love all of my family members equally. And even to those who I speak up against the most about the things that they've done in their past or what they're doing in the present. For as much as I have badmouthed about some of the things that my father has chosen to done in the past, I still love him. I still love each of the members of my family on the Oldham side or anyone else connected to them. They're so my family.
That is so sweet.
And as a Christian,
that's Sean Davis in the back.
I'm pretty sure one of the things that we also know alongside the commandments, hate the sin, not the sinner.
You just preaching the word.
For sure.
It's a word.
And for all of the bad things that I've come to know about some members of my family and how we've been mentally changed over the years, no matter what side, right, Odom, or anyone else in between, not one of them do I know think that it is okay to do any of the things he's done in his whole life right now.
They didn't pee him off, y'all.
So, if you think you can lump yourself in and connect yourself with me and my family,
okay,
I got 2 words for you. And as much as I'd like to be nice, gloves are off. Everyone strap in. Because I got a loaded SMG and an assault rifle of words, and I ain't gonna stop firing once I start.
All right now.
Y'all, this guy, y'all, look, I'm smiling at the same time. I'm proud that we have young men in our, you know what I'm saying, in our circle of life, y'all, that speaks this intelligently, y'all. Okay, y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy, out of a mouth of a baby.
Piss off. You think you can lump yourself in with us and be as close with my mother as you were in the past couple of dates, knowing all the things she's been through in her life and how much she's had to sacrifice to keep me happy, to protect me from what I think was wrong. You take the heart of a kind soul, selfless enough to care for others and wanting to help them, and you take advantage of that sweet person for your greed, for your pleasure.
Wow.
No, you don't. I'm not one for violence, and I'm not one to rely on violent means to get things across. But despite that, I will not roll over and accept what he's done and thinks he can get away with.
Y'all.
Hell to the no. All things be damned, this man is insidious.
Absolutely.
Wow. He is not playing, y'all. Now y'all see who the liar is. Y'all are seeing the truth now is coming out. That this guy came at them, okay? And word on the street is he could possibly be arrested if they do some testing on her, that there might be something in her system that he could have possibly given her, y'all. And he could have been giving her this to control her. All right. This is why, a lot of stuff is going on, and she's taking his side over her family. Okay, y'all. This is what he was doing to control her. And they're also saying that he was doing some of that, satanic stuff that they do in the cults. They say he was doing some kind of love spell on her. Y'all, this is what I'm hearing. So he was trying to completely control her. And, people look at love spells as, something, not that bad. But love spells is actually very dangerous, y'all. It's very dangerous, to the fact that it is some serious black magic that you put on somebody, because you're forcing love on somebody, but it ain't really love. It turns into something else. It's some karma come back on you for even doing it. You can't force love. Okay, you can't force and it's about controlling somebody. So if you want to control that person to the point that you want to force, something that you cannot force, it comes back to you, y'all. It's very dangerous. Okay. It's crazy. It's like a brainwashing technique that they y'all, mixed with his stuff he was doing to her as well. So it was a lot he was doing to her and allegedly giving her to make her, to have control over her. It's people in my comment section saying he's a nobody, he's a this, he's a that. He was sent to her, y'all. He was sent to her. He came to do a job, and that's what he was doing. Okay, to infiltrate her circle and get rid of, the husband. That was the first thing to do, and this is why allegedly he was trying to brainwash her that her husband was the enemy, y'all. Okay, this is proof to everyone in the world right now that this stuff is real. There are demons out here looking to infiltrate your circle, y'all. And they will do it. And they'll come in different shapes and forms in different ways. Just because somebody show up and they don't have anything and you try to help them. This man, said he bought this guy clothes and everything. He bought him clothes and all that stuff, and all the while, like y'all, just like one of them Lifetime movies. All the while, you are taking this guy shopping and giving him money and things, and letting your wife, provide for him because you thinking he's in need. He has a game plan, and his game plan was to get to her, and he did it, y'all. He did it, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. I like what the husband said in another video. He said that he's defending his wife, even though this stuff just happened and she took this guy side and this and that and this. He's saying that wasn't his wife because she was under control, or he's saying that she was possessed. And it did look like she was possessed, y'all, for a minute. And then, because I was like, is that bad acting or is this? But the more that you go over everything that's being said and done and go back to that video, there is a possibility there's something going on with her as far as demons, y'all. Because you had a demon in your presence. So he also said he traveled with a little bag, and he said he didn't, everywhere he go he take that bag. So it could have been, street pharmacy stuff in there, y'all. A little mingle tingle stuff to get her to, listen to him. Have that control if you're feeding her this stuff. And then you're saying these things. And her son is going to mention something else, too. He's going to say that him and two other people that were around. So it wasn't just the part that's getting me, y'all. I'm all for her getting her family back together and all of that stuff. But this is the part that bothers me the most is the husband. How did he let somebody get into his circle and infiltrate his wife enough to get control over her? Because from my understanding, he don't work. They said that he used to be in the army, but I don't know if he got a job since then, but y'all let me know in the comment section. But from my understanding, Jaguar's husband does not work. Okay, y'all, other than their company that they have together, because they got a company now, okay? And the son mentioned that too, that this guy is trying to get in with all her business. She was letting him know all her business. She was telling this guy everything. How do you meet somebody and start telling them all your business like that, y'all? You know how? Under the influence of something. And then they're doing chants around him. And not only was he doing chants around her, he had two other people that had came around her son. So at one point in time that, they went to visit her son, this guy went and two more people went. And this is another thing. They better be careful of her son. Okay, y'all? Because they didn't let these devil worshippers know where her son is. Okay, so you have to be careful of this kind of stuff like this. She took these people to her son's house or whatever. Okay, and her son mentioned that they were doing some kind of chant, like they were chanting, y'all. That's spell stuff. Okay, a lot of weirdness going on with this situation. It is, and it's all coming out on a Sunday, so that lets you know the devil is busy, y'all. He is busy right now. So, yeah, this is why her son is talking the way he's talking, y'all. And he's saying the things that he's saying about solar, y'all. I just don't understand. Excuse me. I do not understand how a man can let another man, young man, get close to your wife like this. And gets close to her to a point where they're giving her something that she don't even know what she's taking. That's going to visit her family members without him, hanging out together all the time without him, and getting more and more and more control over your family and your wife, really, and getting in all y'all business. How do you let, somebody you just meet and you just tell them all of your business? You don't do that. She was telling this guy her business to the point where this is what her son just said. He said that this guy, Solar, was trying to get paperwork done so that he could be her assistant for their company. So if this wasn't an agent, I don't know what is. He was trying to get in on everything about her. And people is underestimating this guy, saying that, oh, he's a bum and this and that. He was just trying to get in for somebody to take care of him. No, this guy was sent to find out all her information and bring her down. And they just figured, it's coming out to the light before he could totally destroy her, y'all. But I want to know if they're going to do any kind of blood work on her and find out what was actually in her system, because I do believe there's some stuff in her system. And I think that her husband, instead of doing all these interviews, which I know he want to do interviews and talk about what's going on, we got an idea of what's going on. He needs to start going to see about her. Make sure that he keep in contact with what they're doing to her and her treatments and stuff like that. He needs to get focused on seeing her his wife, y'all. Okay? This is what Gerald needs to be doing right now. Thinking about, what kind of treatment they're going to be, giving her right now. And doing homework on where they took her to. Okay? That's number one. And putting some eyes on her, keeping eyes on her and what's going on with her treatments. I would also ask for a blood test too to see because her husband just did an interview with someone too, and I think he did it with the same channel. Okay, so check out his channel. He said that there was no street pharmacy use between them, and he knows that for sure. So he said that Jag was not on any kind of street pharmacy stuff, y'all. Now, she might have been sipping here and there, but he said that they were keeping that under control because she would tell him to make sure I don't go overboard, and he said he would make sure she didn't. This is why I'm not understanding. If you were watching your wife like that, how did you let another man ease up in your whole situation and get to her? I'm not understanding that part, y'all. Seriously. But could they have lied to him and said that was her cousin, and that's why he was probably okay with them hanging out? But then when he realized that's not really her cousin, maybe he was feeling like a fool. Okay, y'all? So it's a lot going on right now. People are posting up saying that the husband might get charges pressed against him, that Solar might be pressing charges. I don't believe none of that junk. I do believe that the husband is going to be pressing charges probably on him if they find out that there's something in her system that he possibly gave her. And I'm wondering, what did he have in that little bag that he said he won't leave that bag nowhere? He take it everywhere he go. So and he said he ain't got no money, so what's in the bag? Okay, y'all? It could be some mojo in that bag. All right, y'all? I'm just saying. It could be some mojo. So he did say this. He said he's praying for his wife, and he also said he was in combat mode, y'all. And we when him and Jag first came to social media together, and they was talking about that he was in the military, I was like, good. At least she got somebody that could keep everybody else off of her. You know what I'm saying? When he said comeback mode, it made me think about from the beginning. That's what I thought that he was going to be in the first place, in comeback mode. Okay, it's no way this guy should have got that close to his wife like that. And even if it was a family member, especially somebody that just popped up, you ain't even been being around, or this or that and this. he should have still been skeptical of that as well, because family will mess you up too. They'll be the first ones to mess you up, okay? So, he said something else that is heartbreaking, that this whole thing that's going on right now is the husband said that he regret that he was being vulnerable at the time, and he was letting, things happen. He did say that. He said he regret ever meeting that nigga. He said that a lot, okay, yo? He kept calling him that. So he was peed off about what just happened under his watch. And he also said to leave his family alone. This is what he was saying to this guy. So what I have to say is, when you're dealing with cults and stuff like that, and they can't get their way, and they think they have a handle on, you know, Jag right now, they can use her vulnerability, because her vulnerability right now is her son. So I hope that they are the people that has her son right now. Make sure that their security is on point around their houses and stuff like that, because cult people, this is who they go after, like family members and stuff. They weird like that, okay, y'all? So please be careful with that as well. While Jag is getting better, okay, y'all? This is a sad situation, y'all. It is sad. And the husband said something else that caught my eye. He said, my ear rather. He said that every time he started noticing the last, before this stuff happened, right before it happened, that he would, anytime that he would be around his wife and Solar, her mood would change if he's in the room too with them. That her whole mood would change, and she would not be herself, y'all. Okay, y'all, did we just witness, a possession, y'all? Did we just witness a possession, and they got to her through whatever he was, poisoning her with? I ran some numbers on this whole situation too, y'all. And his name was popping up with some weird stuff. His Solar name was popping up with poison and just some weird stuff. Let me see, can I pull it up real quick, y'all? It was just some weird stuff popping up under let me see. It was a lot of really weird things, y'all. I promise y'all, popping up, and it was crazy. Let me see where I started. I'll start here. So 114 is the date that she had this whole little shedingy, okay? And off the top, that comes to the number 6 off the top. So there go your first 6. Touchdown has 114. And I talk about Touchdown a lot when I talk about a lot of rappers that passed away. A lot of posts that went up when they passed, people were saying touchdown and stuff like that. Like when Mo3 passed away in Dallas, people were posting touchdown, and all, even the church people, kids that was tied into the whole situation, they were posting this stuff. So 114 popped up under his as well. Texas popped up under his, under 114. The 6s popped up under Texas. 66 and 69 popped up. Nigga popped up, y'all, too, and he keeps saying that, y'all. He keeps saying that every few minutes when he say something about Solar, the husband, Gerald. Every time he say something, he call him, he's calling him that. So that popped up under 114 as well, y'all. NASA popped up under 114, and y'all know what NASA stands for when it comes to secret societies and all that stuff. That popped up. The 8, the Infinity Link 8 popped up. Solar popped up. Solar popped up under 214, okay, and 110, and those numbers was in, and 65. those numbers was in a lot of stuff that had to do with the rapper Takeoff passing and stuff like that. Those were some of his numbers, the 214 and all of that. Let me see what else, y'all. Some more stuff that I wanted to show y'all. So under solar, so under solar, the 214 and 110 popped up, 65, 70, 70, 420 was popping up, stuff like that. Poisoning popped up, okay, under the same number in numerology as some of those numbers. Poisoning popped up. Hypnotoid popped up, y'all. And I was like, what the heck is hypnotoid? So I had to go look that up to see what the heck that was. And hypnotoid is a character that appeared in the science fiction cartoon Futurama. And hypnotoid is a toad, y'all, that has the power to make you believe whatever it wants you to believe by means of hypnosis. Okay, y'all? So this came up in the numbers as well. Hypnotoid popped up. Vendetta popped up, y'all, under some of these numbers. Vendetta. The fours popped up. Remember, I was telling y'all we have to be careful about the fours. 44 popped up. Gangsta popped up. And remember, a couple of people have reported, even Solar reported this and said that Jag's husband is a Crip. That's what he said, y'all. That's what he said. I'm just telling y'all. So Gangsta popped up, and I was like, well, maybe that's the gangster in him that, popped up. They was warning him, and the force popped up with it. So y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot popping up under this bull crap, and it's a lot going on with this case. But the thing that got me was she said her husband said this. He said that he mentioned that Solo had 4 kids of 4 different families, that he's a deadbeat. He was into a lot of astrology. We know these demonic people is into this Kabbalah stuff and numerology. This is why I always look up stuff, because it lines up with what's going on, because they go by this, okay, y'all? And I know people don't want you to do it or this and that, saying you shouldn't mess with it, but you got to know what people is doing. If this is what they're into, you got to find out what they're into. You can't be afraid of it, because this helps warn you of what's to come, y'all, okay? I was listening to the dad's, Gerald's interview, and he started sounding like Suge Knight after a minute. His voice seemed like it went into Suge Knight mode, y'all. This whole thing is just weird, y'all. And it basically boils down to this guy got close to them. This solar guy, he got close to them. He started getting, Jag, a buzz, basically. And he was playing with a man, y'all, brainwashing her. And he was doing demonic, spells on her. Teaching her to be submissive to him and stuff like that. He was like programming her that her husband was the enemy, and this is what just took place right before our eyes, and it just boiled over on this Sunday, y'all. And a lot of people's looking at it as entertainment, but Jag is strong. She's been through worse, and her son, he even says it, that they've been through worse. So, this is nothing. This too shall pass, and she hopefully will be okay, y'all. Okay? Like I told y'all, her husband seemed like he's a big child too. The way he talked, it just seems like they worked for each other, and they have a family, and I hope they keep it together, and I hope that he just start doing what he have to do to make sure she's good and get her home, and see exactly what this guy was giving her and doing to her, because that's something he needs to know, if he was giving her something, y'all, because that's the rumor that's going around right now. So I'm gonna close this with some of her son's words, and if you want to hear the rest of it, go over there to Sean Davy Way Show, And he'll have both interviews on there, y'all. And also congratulations to Sean Davy Wade. He done came a long way, y'all. He really have. Congratulations to him. He done reached 100 and something thousand subscribers. And I remember back in the day when I first started, and I used to listen to him, and I stopped for a while. But now he's doing his things with the interview, and I like his interviews. I really do. I like when he do interviews with people. Um, he's really calm, and he's good at it. So yeah, y'all go check it out. Anyway, I'm gonna close with her son words. Okay.